Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to make a movement and camera movement component in Unreal Engine. It's a simple tutorial for beginners. Firstly, you create a folder and organize, and then a BP blueprints folder. And from there you create a blueprint class. And if we wanna create a player character, so we're gonna choose character, player character underscore BP. Now we have the player blueprint, but when we start, we are not it. We are in spectator mode, so we're gonna go into world settings, game mode override, and create a new game mode. And I'm just gonna name it debug game mode. And from here, you choose selected game mode, and default pawn class is the default BP. From game mode, from selected game mode, you choose the default pawn class, which is player character BP. So when we start, it's the character. But now you notice I can't move or look around. But that's something we're going to fix. So now you go into project settings and input. We're going to add two axis mappings, A and D and W and S. This going to be the forward and backward mapping, and this going to be left and right axis. From here you're going to add W, S, A and D. W is forward, but S is inverted from W, so we want a inverted value which is -1. And the same thing with left and right. A is inverted from D, so -1 on A. So now in the player character BP, we have the inputs we made before. So we search forward, under axis events, forward and backward. The same thing for left and right. Now we have the values we need to make a character move. And to do that, we use a movement component. To do that, we use a movement input component. With this, you add movement to the character. But now, when we add movement, we're just gonna go to this axis. But that's not relative to the character position. So we're going to get the base mesh or component and get the forward act vector. This is the forward vector. So this goes into world direction. And now when we test, we're going backwards and forwards, but you notice I'm always going forward. But that's because I forgot to put the axis value to scale value. So now when we don't press anything, it's gonna be 0. But when we press S, it's gonna be times -1, which inverts the value, which makes the player go backwards. Now we're gonna do the same thing with this, but we don't wanna go forward with left and right. So we're gonna take this and a rotator, rotate vector, and we're gonna rotate it 90 degrees on Z angle. And just like that, we have a movable character. But now you notice we can't move the camera, but we're gonna fix that. So now there are 2 inputs we can use. They are named mouse X for the mouse X for the X value. The horizontal value is mouse E. With this, you're going to add pitch input, add controller pitch input, add controller yaw input. Now we can look around, but these are wrongly chosen. It's pitch on Y and yaw on X. Now we can look around with our camera, but one problem. The Y-axis is inverted. When I put my mouse up, it's going down. So we take the Y-axis and invert it. And that we can do with multiply. We take ×1 and put it there. And now we have a normal character movement controller. But we can't jump. So we take spacebar input, drag out on pressed, because then you want to jump. And when you release, you want to stop jumping. So now we have a working character that can jump, look around, and walk on all 4 axes. Forward, left, right, back, look around, jump. If we want to debug this, you can just go into here, add a cube, add a camera, and spring arm. Drag the camera under spring arm. And now you have a third person. Actually, rotation. Use palm control rotation. Don't forget that. And now you have a third person character with a badly placed camera, but you get the idea. That can jump. That's all for today. I hope I see you next time and you learned something from this video. Like I said, it was for complete beginners. Bye.